Hello everyone, we'll be starting here soon. I'm just trying to clean my glasses. My cloth might not be very clean, that's why I'm having a hard time, but I'm also using a trick that a friend that works in an optical center taught me. And that is when you're cleaning your glasses with like I have this, it's a spray cleaner. Um Sometimes if you're having a hard time getting the lenses actually clean because it just keeps smearing even after you spray them. Um, she used a Q-tip, but I don't have any with me, which is funny though because we just bought some. Well, we did. My housemate did and gave them to my husband since he likes to use them. I don't. I do hydrogen peroxide, which I had to do this morning because my ear was acting funny and I hated it. But anyway, she said use rubbing alcohol and take it around the edges of the frame, especially on the inside. She did my other glasses, my polarized ones. She did the inside and the outside, but she said take it around the lens because that's at the end of the edge of the lenses is where sweat tends to get caked up, and that's why it smears like that, because it's a grease. So she uses a little bit of rubbing alcohol to make sure she gets into the corners and the sides, and then she cleans them that way. And then yeah, it made a huge difference because I've had to since clean my glasses again and again and again. Never ending struggle for those of you who are like me and wear glasses, and especially if you do any kind of manual work or you're outside. You're just like me too, because not only do I do manual work, but I tend to forget that I'm wearing my glasses every once in a while. That is a never-ending battle. You trying to clean them that you can see, it never stops. I wish it did for more than maybe a day, but it doesn't. Oof. Well, I could always just look through the one lens, I guess. Why won't you clean? Anyway, while I'm trying to finish out this fight, we'll talk about some upcoming fights that we're going to have to be having, I guess. So, for those of you who remember that were here last week, thank you for joining me again. If you recall, if you don't, I'm telling you now, Fusion and Golbez were awake on the Lunarian's moon. I believe it's the red moon, because the moon that belongs to the blue planet is normally white. I'm not sure. Anyway, so they awoke and there was something strange going on. Golbez got attacked by monsters coming up from the slumber chambers. And apparently they shouldn't have been there and been active, but he could sense something was wrong the entire way up. And then he got up to the place where the 8 crystals are kept on the moon, and they were blood red. If you remember from the other game, they were of varying colors to represent the 8 that were on the blue planet, as they called it. And so, but they weren't the different colors. They were all blood red, which was a problem. So Fusia and Golbez went to investigate, and they found the hallowed father of Eidolon's Bahamut petrified. But he wasn't petrified. Apparently, when they're in that state, their soul has been pulled into another dimension. So their mind, body, and soul have all been split, with 2 going one and 1 staying there. At least my understanding of it. But anyway, switch over to this. So, yeah, that's what they found. Then they went to the meteor that crashed into the moon, and lo and behold, who is there? The mysterious girl and her bullshit. No, the mysterious girl's there, and she had already captured Bahamut. So we fought her, and supposedly we defeated her because we knocked her upside the head in a good one, but she was looking for the other 8 crystals, which would have been the 8 on the blue planet. So at this point, this is probably before that whole thing on the blue planet started, which means that this is the point in which we should find out who she is, what she's up to, and what exactly it is she's hoping to do by enslaving all of the Eidolons. But I don't know. We don't know any more than that just yet, because after defeating her, Fusuya said he's got a bad feeling, so him and Golbez are currently rushing back to the Crystal Palace. So let's go ahead and get them back there so we can see what the hell's going on. I don't know if I can go up this way to get... Oh yeah, I'll be damned. That's aggravating. I didn't know this was all open. So, we're already back at the Crystal Palace. Because if you guys remember last week, I went through the old way with all the different things. What did she do? The crystals, the light has left them. You bish. You! You're still alive. You have my gratitude for leading me here. What? No. No! Screwed up again. Now we have everything we need. I wouldn't be so sure about that. We still have a few things to... We still have to settle a few things with you. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is after she's gotten all the ones off of the planet. Who's she summoning now? Leviathan. I should probably set up the fences now. Might be a bit late for that, but... Something tells me that if I were to use Meteor, which I will, Meteor I should say, it's not going to hit Leviathan. Come on. Actually, I guess I won't be doing that. I will be casting... nothing. Well, if I'm supposed to lose this one, I will find out real fast. Something tells me I can't beat her a second time. Miss. She does seem a lot stronger now. What am I looking for? Shell. Hello there. I just saw my view counter go up. I'm not sure who it is because, as I've said a couple of times, the app for this platform is shit. Come on, get it over with, Leviathan. Yeesh. This girl needs to shut up. Binding glare. Real? Oh. I see. Probably wouldn't work if I did it. I would assume she is really running out of magic considering how many high-level spells she casts. I'm actually to a point where I might actually have to see if the whole... Oh. I was gonna say, I might be to the point where I'm gonna have to see if I can siphon some MP off of Leviathan myself. Although she shouldn't have enough for another cast of that, so... Hey, I beat her. Yeah, as you know, we just gotta wait for him to fade. They did it somehow. Girl is this girl immortal? I have to come into my... Oh, I have the wrong screen up. That is why. I am really glad I double-checked my thing, because I have way too many open screens because game captures don't always work. Anyway, that being said, let's see if this fixes it. Yes. So basically what happened was, for those of you who didn't see it, because I know nobody saw it, I went from where I had saved it, which was near the Hummingway abode. I went directly up to the Crystal Palace. After getting in there, Fusoya, and you can see in the top of the top edge of the screen, Fusoya and Golbez saw that the crystals had their light taken. So these are the other 8 crystals, because I'm guessing the crystals that were on the blue planet were part of a set of 16. According to this girl that we defeated again, after she summoned Leviathan, she needs these 8 crystals still. Well, she's got them, because apparently they let her back here. So, but I just beat her ass a good one. And, again, so, is this girl immortal? I cannot say, but there is one thing of which I am certain. The blue planet's crystals are in peril. Okay, so I was right the first time. This was her first stop. Cecil. I will call for the lunar whale. What? We must attune our crystals with the lunar whale's flight crystal. How? By the power of our prayers, of course. Yes, Fusuya. She's dangerous. Why the hell are you turning your back on her? It cracked? They shattered. What happened? Wait, what? There's more than one of her. I need none of this any longer. Neither the crystals nor you. What? She's gone. Oh no, they're after our comrades in stasis. To the moon's core, now. Well, yeah, I'll get there. I just gotta go and restore my HPMP because I kinda took a pretty heavy hit in that fight. That girl is not, well, the way that she's programmed, there's nothing easy about that fight. HP and status effects removed. Or HP, yeah, HP restores, status effects removed. MP restored. Alright. Now I can go save it and we'll chase after her. I have a feeling there's going to be tons of monsters. Like, tons of monsters. I'll say, I know the deer was here, but I guess he might have left because I went from 2 to 3 to 2. So... and for whatever reason, they don't make you can check your viewers with the app. At least not a way I know, but that don't mean nothing. Yep, monsters are back. Oof. Really? Your mother. Ha. Well, that's one way to get rid of them. Okay, this is not the way I wanted to go. Granted, I could have Fusuya keep doing that, but it sure as you guys are realizing, that will eat through his limited amount of MP quite quickly. And I'm not happy with the way they redid Bless, because in the previous game, Bless, when you use the skill, it just pretty much kicked in a MP regeneration, kind of like Bard Song's one skill that restored life over time, and that was it. You could do other things, but in this one, you have to keep, basically he has to keep using Bless for however many rounds. So he's out of commission. Was it Bless? I don't know. Or not Bless. Now I can't remember what the skill was in the other game, but Golbez's level increased to 36. I mean, at least I'm keeping our HP full, I guess. Oof. But yeah, I cut it close this morning. I fell asleep early-ish for me, and then I have a tablet that I watch YouTube videos on in my bedroom, and for some reason at whatever time it was, it decided to kick in and it auto-played a video that was queued. So that woke me up. I had a bit of trouble getting back to sleep after that. And then I woke up. What time was it? 5-ish, 5:30, and I was up for a bit because I scratched. I have a bad habit of when my ear is itchy, I scratch it with a pen cap, and I really know I should not do that because of how often I give myself an ear infection, or I do whatever, like today I've done with it. But I woke up and it wasn't right. Let's put it this way. I'm sure some of you will know very well what I mean by that when I say it wasn't right. So it woke me up. I took pills. I took anti-inflammatory and pain reliever, Tylenol, and went back to bed. And then when I woke up, it was, what time was it? It's like 9:15, and so yeah, I am still. I've only been awake for an hour right now, essentially. So good job, Fat Man. Okay, this thing has a lot more HP than it should. Where the hell's my Libra? Alright, what's this damn thing weak against? Holy, of course. Might as well just nuke it. Your mother. I swear, some days it's one of those situations where it's like anything and everything to get my goat. And trust me, you really don't want my goat. My goat is evil. In all seriousness. That's okay. I had fun at work last night. Me and a coworker were moving product around, and I happened to move to work the. Yes, they are. But that fits so well because I am evil. Anyway, I had moved some product on the aisle that she was working on to restock an end cap, and then I was arranging whatever it was, the product on the other side. So there was this gap between the two aisles that, even though I'm relatively tall, I could walk under. And so, for some reason, I got the evil idea to stand between the two products that were still in the steel, in the shelves, next to her, of course, and or not next to her, in her aisle. Anyway, I hid between two products in that, and when she got next to me, like she was literally like from here to about here, where if you can see this blanket, she was that far away from me, and I just looked at her and I said hello, and she screamed enough, and I guess it was enough that her chest hurt, but I laughed so hard I just fell backwards and fell on the floor laughing, and she kept saying, "You're an asshole, you're an asshole." I said, "Yeah, but god damn it, I'm fun, aren't I?" She said you are. But I won't scare her that bad now for a while. She's off my list for at least 6 months. Hi Chickum, thanks for stopping by. I gotta take some time and do some proper cleaning of these glasses since my other glasses were properly cleaned. I actually need to clean them because they got smudged last night somehow. I don't know if it was the smoke or what it was, but something got smudged. And then I gotta figure out what else I'm doing today because I don't have anything else major planned for today, unfortunately. As far as it goes, today's a very whatever until work day because I found out we are having a drag queen story time at the library here this weekend. And thankfully I am working because if I wasn't working, I would probably be getting a criminal record. Because I'd be going there and assaulting the protesters that are already ready to show up. Because I don't deal with their stupid shit anymore. My miserable gay ass is no longer that nice to those people. Crystal Palace, 2nd floor. Let me guess, every floor I go down, another one shatters. Yep. What is she doing? She wanted them so damn badly, and now she's shattering them? Or are they shattered because she took the light from them? I guess I can finally explore down here and just check, see if there's any treasure chests. Really? Ambushed? Of course. He's a man, he's easily enticed. Interesting. Alright, let's see about cracking some eggs. One of her. Actually, I think she has magic, so I can steal some. feel like I have my ring on. I gotta do my back stretches because I haven't done them in forever. Good thing I checked. One treasure box. And I have no way to bring him back. Rip. What am I doing? I need to use magic, otherwise I'm gonna be here all damn day. Oh my god, it's Twitch. Why are these damn things so strong? It's fine. Let's say it should literally take me to where I just died. Oh, okay. Go back into your work with all your lovely, pretty people and, you know, all those other wonderful things of yours. Okay, I'm getting annoyed. I am getting very annoyed. Yeah! I should keep it down. Roger's probably sleeping. See, I think he's got Reflect on. Yeah, he's got Reflect on now. Oof. Ooh, Ice Brand. Might be better. I mean, yes, this Blood Sword is weaker than the Ancient Sword, but screw it. Let's go for some kills. Now the only problem is that you can't kill anything that leeches ice. But I don't think I've encountered much of anything that leeches ice right now. Can you stop hitting the old man? Must cause concussion. Because I didn't know they could put people to sleep with an attack. Never seen that happen before. Well, it's not necessarily a save point, but good enough for me. Restores HP and MP. I know there's a naming way, thankfully, at the bottom of all of these, because at least it was there when Goldbiz woke up, so... Really?
Yeehaw. Is this the way I wanted to do it? Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. Some other time I can play through this and do a proper playthrough and record it for YouTube, and that way you can see King's story that I completely screwed up on that day. Okay, save point. I suppose I could use... Well, no, there's no point using a cottage or a tent to change the moon phase. Well, changed anyway. Okay, so... Black magic attacks are down. At least white magic attacks are... white magic attacks, white magic usage, whatever, is more potent. This is one of those phases that I'm glad never got implemented into any other Final Fantasy game, really. Because How? Since when? Anyway, because I'm not a very big fan of it. The closest thing was when they introduced the judges in the Final Fantasy Tactics Advance games, and that, in which case you had, you know, basically specific rules you absolutely had to follow. I must have missed that one on my way through the first time, because if you didn't, the character you were using would go to jail, and if you were really not careful, some of your most powerful characters could get placed in jail, and then you would be SOL in that battle. Of course, you could also jail your entire team too. Yeah, it was difficult, but after a certain point you meet the guy that writes the anti-laws, or whatever they are, the anti-law cards, and so I would just keep the ones that I had an issue with. Like, there were only certain laws I seem to not be able to break. There were certain laws that I always seemed to break no matter what I did, so I only kept those anti-law cards on hand. Same thing with Tactics Advance 2, actually. Trying to think. I think there were a lot of cards then too. I don't remember. But anyway, Grimoire of the Rift was a lot better, in my opinion. So for some reason I remember it being less tedious with the judges in regards to some of the fights. And of course, I don't remember if there was any places in the first Tactics Advance, but in Tactics Advance 2 there were actually 3 or 4 what they called lawless battlegrounds, where there were no laws, but it was also the only place in the game where your characters, if they died and you did not resurrect them on time, they were gone for good. They went to permadeath. So it was one of those situations where it was, you know, they basically said, well, you get either or, and this is what you have to face, at least with judges. If you didn't, I think if you didn't make it to them by the end of a certain amount of turns, they would still, you know, they would essentially still be alive thanks to the judge. But at the same time, the judge and sometimes the opponent wrote the rules that they didn't work out in your favor. Yeah, I have to admit, I don't want to say I like it. I know in the later adaptation of War of the Lions, where they introduced the Necromancer class, I didn't have an issue with it because unfortunately that was the only way to get the Necromancer class, was to have 15 of your opponents crystallize. You learn a name. I always made sure to keep all of the named characters, and that just because even if they weren't super important to the story or anything, unfortunately they always had a specialist class that, you know, special leader in the game turned out to be pretty damn handy, like Mostetto and his Seal Evil from his default class. I think it was Gunner. Maybe it was Machinist. I'm not sure. But his Seal Evil works really well on undead monsters, and so if you're grinding and you go into one of the swamps where there's literally nothing but undead, he's, you know, put him in, make sure he has that skill, either, well, primarily as a secondary, and boom, you've got that fight sewn up. Nice armor. Hey, save that for later. But like Orlando and his, you know, his whatever you call it there, where he could use all of the Divine Knight skills. Like, I did my best to make sure I kept him always. Oh yeah, no, I did that too. Once I had enough money, I would chuck potions and Phoenix Downs at the undead. Or, I don't remember how well it worked, but I think the Holy Waters did wonders against them. I can't remember really anymore, but yeah, no, when I had a chemist in the group, or I gave somebody the, what was it, throw items support ability, yeah, the chemists suddenly became very deadly. Same with the white mages. I still periodically test that out when I'm playing the different Final Fantasy games to see if what's written in the code. Because in Tactics, it is written in that goblins are weak against ice. So that's why any new Final Fantasy game, usually the first thing I do is try using ice on the goblin to see if it's effective or not. And of course, thanks to Final Fantasy VI, I constantly check just to be sure that bosses are weak against Cure. Because Phantom Train in 6 is a boss battle, but you can dispatch that boss battle in one turn by using a Phoenix Down. So every once in a while I still check that. So I don't know if that was basically an exploit somebody missed, like they forgot to take out that feature since it was an undead train, essentially, or if, or you know, not if, but whatever the situation was, I don't know what would have caused them to leave that in for a boss fight, but, you know, gotta check, make sure it didn't do it again. Okay, so go up over in here and then up the other side. Okay, I'm getting really annoyed with all these damn monsters. Screw it. Blast them all. I think I know which one you're talking about. I never made it to the end game in Final Fantasy VIII because I can't remember if I was using a Game Shark at the time or not. I don't think I was. But I got to the like outer ship thing when Rinoa was still kind of out of it, and I never something happened in the game that it glitched, and it wouldn't, like, I couldn't get past it, so I've restarted the game multiple times since then, but I've just never been able to finish it. But, of course, now that I'm doing this, I will finish it, just like I'll finally finish Final Fantasy V, and 7, and 9, because I got far enough to where I was at the end of the games for them, but for some reason, I never... Oh, I could only imagine. But I never actually fought the last bosses. Like, I never actually fought Exdeath. I never fought Sephiroth. Or Kuja. I had to think for a second who the last boss of 9 was. Never fought Ultimacia. Like, I never did any of that. I got close to those points, you know, within reason. But I never finished off the game for whatever reason. Really? Are we going to play this? Apparently. But it took me a while, and then I did finish, you know, I did finish Final Fantasy Tactics, I did finish Tactics Advance, I finished Mystic Quest, I finished all of the Legends games, not that I remember them now well. This, that's right, this is the one that, it's an invisible walkway. I got close, but I never finished Legend of Dragoon, which, real shame, because I enjoyed that game, like, lots. It's a good game. Luminous Robe. I know who that goes to. Nice. But, I used to finish any game I played when I was young, like, really young, I would finish. But, then at some point I just stopped doing that. Because by the time I was like 15 or so, I'd finished over, I thought it was impressive at the time, but I finished over 100 SNES and NES games. So, and I kept track. Do I remember any of them now? Not really, but it's one of those things that made it fun for me as a kid, I guess. But anyway, yeah, lots of games I never, you know, for the sake of course, they're immune to poison. Either that or it's because it's weakened. JRPGs, I maybe half the time finish. Maybe. And that, but, I just, in general, certain games I just have a hard time finishing them for whatever reason. I finished multiple Mario games. I finished Bubble Bobble, and I did that, including the best ending, with the help of my mother, actually, because when I was really little, and especially when they had lots of two-player games, my mother would be my second player, so, and we would finish that one, especially. She was really good at it. We would finish, and Mario's Time Machine was a good one that I played. That was another one that I played that I enjoyed. Trying to think. I think it was Mario's Missing. And no, I wasn't good at Mario's Time Machine. I didn't actually play that one much. It was Mario is Missing, because that was the one where you went through different places in history, and you basically was in it. Even though it was not listed as such, as far as I know. It was an educational game because it would teach you about certain things and places. Like, I think Venice was one of them. So, but there's certain games that I admit I never finished, but I will finish. Oh, one that I finished, and I've actually finished it multiple times, was in the UK they called it Illusions of Time, but in North America it was Illusions of Gaia. I finished that one multiple times. I love that game. Why is there a save point here? Oh, because they kept the coding from Final Fantasy IV for that location, that's why. Either that or something different when I come back here later as someone else. But yes, anyway, in all honesty, as far as new games I haven't played before that I finished, I think only on stream. Like, the only ones I've played that I finished have been on stream. And I don't know why I went that way when I could have done it the proper way. So, like, Time Spinner actually has multiple endings. I got quite a few of those. Chrono Trigger's another one that I will eventually play, but I will try to do the recordings at the same time. Like, I will save I have to get another hard drive, honestly, if I'm going to save all my videos, because I haven't been saving them. Whenever the VODs for these games are gone, it's still on YouTube, thankfully, but like, if I want to actually do individual off-stream recordings and that, I need to get another hard drive. I mean, I could buy another external hard drive and do that, because I saw a 4 terabyte one at work that was only like $50. I just didn't have the money. Anyhow, Chrono Trigger, I plan on doing multiple endings past the what you could consider the generic end of game ending, that, if you just play the game through and you probably do it first if you don't revive Chrono and get Magnus, then if you do get Magnus, and then if you finish it with Chrono after reviving him. So I don't understand half of that, I will be perfectly honest. And the only reason why I'm talking about saving video is so that way I can record it off stream, and basically, if I find extra time to do it, I could record it in my own time and whatever else. I wouldn't be held to constraints of, this much time, that much time, and everything else, so. Well, I still don't understand what a NAS is, so... Well, I know... Never mind. I'm gonna say, I know what sounds like I said, I know what that is, but as far as an NAS is, I have no idea. I'm taking these off because my headset's putting too much pressure on my nose. Okay. And you gotta... Well, then again, I could always put... I don't know why I pull my headphones forward when I do that, so that way I can hear upstairs. I should pull it backwards, but for some reason, like this, it makes it feel like my headset's gonna fall off. So, Plus, I imagine this moves my mic a lot closer to my mouth, so... Anyway. Yee. I know I played a lot of the Dynasty Warrior games, and I thankfully finished a good number of them. And those were fun. I think those were the ones that initially got me into the whole hack and slash game genre. I think that's what they're considered. Yeah, I don't edit videos very often. I've been on TikTok now for a while, and I've done a few videos, and I finally edited some, and then I let Dragon take a look at it, and I said, you know, how does this look? Because I finally edited a video some, and yeah, I'm not good at it, so I probably won't do a whole ton of editing. I'll just be slapping it up as it looks, because I don't have the whatever to learn. There's not going to be any crystals left. That's bad. Well, that was exciting. I watched my view counter. It went up to 4 for a bit. So... That's true. I don't do very many other arts because I just don't have the patience. I know after I'm done streaming, but before I probably take it I need to check Temu and see if they are selling the single cup Keurig machines, because I don't think we're selling them anymore at work. Although I could check tonight when I go in, because I think I want to be able to... I'll clean up my desk, figure out somebody to keep it clean, and I will get myself some coffee pods specifically for down here. Oh, that makes a huge difference. Not using the blood sword. But anyway, I'll get a Keurig for down here, and I will just do it up that I can sit here and make coffees the same Alright, let's move the phase of the moon, I guess. I believe healing's down, but physical damage is... No, physical damage is down. Black magic is up. Okay, well this is... You know, this is their time to shine. Well, Fusuya... Anyway. New Puffy Beach. Yeah, I'll try to have fun. I'll see you later, Chickum. Chickum, out! Nope, they are immune against poison. Okay. Maybe they're immune to magic. Immune this. Ah, he did immune that. Lucia's level increased to 38. Okay, we'll check the other room, and then we'll be down into the crypt. Basically, we'll be down into the last floors of the subterranean. Remedy! Remedy, remedy, rem. Actually, I'm gonna cast Stop on these things. Stop is Black Magic? Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say, did I go into that room? I did. I did. I'm tired enough, I can't remember. And here I should have gotten most of the treasure chests already, so... Oh, I'll just leave it as is. Last I knew there was a Dr. Deer out there, but apparently he is not as talkative as he promised me the one time. And then you got... It was nice of Twitch and her, you know, fleece-lined panties to come and pay us a visit. Take some busy time out of her day, or make some time out of her busy day, is that how it said? Something like that. And come, you know, support our come support us lesser creators. Well, I guess we're not technically creators, we're entertainers, but still. Mithril Shield, which I'm sure is nowhere near. Neither I already got a Mithril Shield equipped. I already have a Mithril Shield equipped. I will equip the Ice Shield though, that I didn't know I had. Nothing down here? Okay. Three left. Does not look good at all. At all, at all. Alright, let's get down to the bottom floor and see what's gonna happen. Because if you remember, when we encountered this person before we knew it was Golbez in the other people's story, Lucia was not with him. So I have a bad feeling about that. Let's put that that way. But then again, nothing confirming it. So far, every time they faced her, they wound up victorious. So. Oh, because he's not the same as the other ones. I was going to say, why is he so much more difficult to get rid of? Fell Knight. Let's do Blizzard. And then I'm covering up because he didn't seem like he... Reach. Okay. There we go. Cottage. Golbez's level increased to 39. Doesn't seem like it matters what spell I use. I'm not doing a whole lot of damage. Maybe they don't have a weak point. Then again, I could always just go ahead and use it. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll just use Libra. Because my next guess is fire. No. Okay. There we go, we got rid of it. Sometimes that's all it takes is a good fireball right to the backside. Oh my god, there's so many of these Fell Knights. Get them gone. HP and MP restored. Thought I went over this way. Yep. 2 left. Yeah. Oh. This is not going to go well. Oh no, Blizzard. I don't think they eat Blizzard. It's magic. I know they eat fire magic. Oh, I'll be damned. Okay. It's been a long day and my day hasn't even started. Rip. Alright, let's... One left. Isn't good. Really isn't good. No! Please let us reach them in time. I shall pray as well, my sons. After the time the evil Cain escaped. When a whale escapes, essentially. Ah, what is it, Elder? The dragon, it's crying. What? So this is how all the stories tie together. Well, so far. Kuya? Father? Kuya! This is whatever it was that kept attacking Golbez on the way up. The last crystal has shattered. Didn't make it in time. What's going on? There's no doubt about it. The crystals are gone. There's nothing left to hold him back any longer. Zeromus. If we fail, both we Lunarians and the Blue Planet have no hope left. Do you understand what needs to be done, Golbez? Of course. You have learned the double black magic band. It looks like an airship. Oh, Zeramus's malice. Explains why he hasn't learned any more powerful magic like Fushia has. All magic effects nullified, which about the only time that this helps is when he gets rid of the sap effect he bestows upon me. Rip. Just like when they were, just like when we were near the end of Final Fantasy IV, the original one. This, how they fought him that entire time. But they couldn't defeat him at the time because he didn't have the light of the crystal. I also didn't get to go down far enough to find that humming way, so that way I could did I do it? I cannot be destroyed. Big Bang. I at least got the next price. Evil is evolution at its purest. It is time, Golbez. To the blue planet. He sacrifices himself. Fusoya. We must go now and sleep. We will pray for the peace of your planet. Come, let us go. Yes. Cecil, are you certain you want to part this way? He's your brother. Farewell. You gotta remember too, Fusuya is actually their uncle because his brother was Kluya. Cecil. Farewell, my brother. Thank you, brother. What came over me? Why was I filled with such hatred? You ever gained your true self then? Do you remember your father's name? My father? His name was Kluya. Is all the power you possess? A pity. This would have been in the dwarf castle. Open your eyes. Your eyes should still be free. Open them and gaze upon true horror. Come forth, creature of shadow. This is probably because it would be about this time he meets Renoa on, or Radia on the Blue Planet. You'll be next, Cecil. An Eidolon? A shadow dragon destroyed by mere mist? It's alright, you can move now. That voice. Feeble old man, you are nothing before me. Kinda let me play back through the battles in which Golbez fought people in the previous one. Meteor's time has come at last. No, Telly, you mustn't. You'll be the one it destroys. So be it. Let my life fuel the spell that ends his. Whatever he's dreaming of, he's dreaming backwards. Impossible. So that was... I think that might have been... No, that wasn't their first encounter with Golbez. Why do you hesitate, Kain? This would be it. They didn't actually fight him, but... So you're Golbez. Cecil, I presume. Never hesitate to kill, Kain. Now see how it is done. Cecil, I will not allow you to harm him. I did not come to trade with worms. Kain, enough of this foolishness. Bring me the crystal. My lord. Kain, please. No, Rosa. Oh, you care for this one, do you? Then let me take her along as well. to hold in trust until we are graced with the chance to meet again. Come, Cain. You must hate him, that brother of yours. What? After all, he's the root of all you've suffered. Who's there? If it weren't for him, your mother and father would still both be alive. Or would both still be alive. Yeah, whatever. No, you're wrong. And you are a vile little insect, birthed from the womb of a dragon's corpse. Stop talking to me. I guess that's as far back as it's going. No, you're wrong. Where am I? Knocked out a pretty good while. The moon. Cecil. Lunarian sail, the blue planet that was. So that concludes Lunarian's tale, specifically Fusoya and Golbez's tale. That leaves us, unless more pops up after this, this puts us back with Cecil as our main character. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. And will finally teach us, hopefully, what the hell is going on. The crystals, the planet eater. As the world is cloaked in darkness, Rydia and Edge fly the Falcon across the skies in search of their old friends. Meanwhile, King Cecil of Baron turns his blade on Cain, Rosa, and Theodore inside his castle. The world, pelted by meteors, is being laid to waste. Can nothing be done to stop the approaching moon? This tale will be played using saved data from another completed tale. Data will now be loaded. So, I guess I pick. Let's pick Cain's tale, of course. I'm almost finished. Let's see how I can play it. The load fails for me. Loading from this. Map tech. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Technocrat. It's nice to, it's a pleasure to meet you, of course. I was glad to be part of the gaming experience. You almost finished it. Let's see how I can play it. The load fails for me. It's weird. Very weird. Where'd you come from? Is this a recent issue that you've been having with the game? Because if it is, maybe you need to do a, the MAMP? Okay. Not a problem. The MAMP. But what is the issue that your game has that it fails to load, if you can explain to me? Because I was going to say, the only thing I could think of to start with, without uninstalling it and reinstalling it, would be to go into the game itself in Steam and make it verify the integrity of the files. I have to do that periodically with Tales of Symphonia because it won't load full screen properly. What in blazes? What is it, sir? Meteors falling towards us from the moon. Now this is starting to be more like Final Fantasy III. Well, maybe I could also be stuck with the raid from Final Fantasy XIV stuck in my head, where every other battle phase or battle cycle was, meteor drop. Trouble, my lord. What is it? Meteors are bombarding the land, countless waves of them. What? King Edward. Oh, what will become of us? Calm down, Chancellor. We cannot afford to lose our heads. He's right. We've got to maintain control of ourselves until Yang comes back with Ursula. I cannot believe this. What now, sir? The moon. It's falling. What in the world? Your Highness. Oh no. What's going on here? We do not have the luxury of time. Spill everything you know right now. How about starting by telling us who you are for one? Look out, a meteor! Punch it, boys, we need to get out of here. Unbelievable. Meteors are falling all over the lands as far as the eye can see. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you... We're headed towards Baron Castle. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you all. Theodore, Rosa, Sid. And most of all, Cain. Cecil. Father. The crystals, the planet Eater. this notification? Ah, gift. Okay. What form of treachery is this? Off we go. Hold it. You two stay and watch the Falcon. Why does this have 5 saves? Baron King Cecil's orders. What? I'll have to double check equipment real quick. It really wasn't that long of a game. I thought at least a portion of this would be longer than what it has been, but so far nothing. Nope. Oh, well, maybe I loaded it from his data. I was gonna say, everything looks good to me. Door's locked. Door's locked. Master Sid. Who is it? Shh, don't go outside. No, it's alright, it's me, Luca. Huh? Door's unlocked. Lucia, Radia, and Edge too. Oh, it's such a relief to see you all safe. Do you know of my father or of King Cecil? We are in the midst of searching for them, but you know that stubborn old man better than I do. I'm sure he's just fine. Yes, you're right. We're counting on you. We'll do our best. Be careful outside, everyone. Father. Hi, Luca. Want to play with me? Well, of course. But it'll have to wait a little while, alright? We'll play once the sun is back and shining brightly down on us again. Okay, you promise? Don't make a promise you can't keep. Let's see here. This is Rosa's mother's house. Anybody here? Who is it? Oh, thank goodness, you're still alive. That voice. Wait, I know you. It's Radia, madam. And what of Theodore? Is Theodore with you? I'm sorry. I see. I hope nothing happened to him and Rosa. There's no need to worry. He's Cecil's son, you know. He's right. I'm sure the son of Cecil and Rosa will make it through this, and I promise we won't rest until we find him. Thank you. What are they going to say when they realize who this is? Take care. Okay, that works wonderfully. X potion. Yeah, I'm glad I... Silver hourglass. I'm glad I checked down here, obviously. Alright, well, let's save it again and we'll head into the castle. See what Gong Show awaits us in there. Something doesn't seem right. What the? It's the same glow as the one coming from the Tower of Babel. Is there no way for us to break through? Where you're going? You must find another way inside. Stop. Wait. Alright, well, there's only one other way inside. Oh, Nimue. Whew. Oh. I was gonna say 37,000, but I've got 100,000, so. We'll just leave that as is. He doesn't have my helmet though, so. Oh. Alright, let's see about getting into the thing over here so we can get... The door is locked. One time it used to be them that had the key, but... Small tails? Oh. Storybook. Okay. Cannot carry any more of this item. I guess it's time to just beat on the monsters until somebody coughs up a key. The fact that no one recognizes Golbez in any way, shape, or form is interesting, especially Radia, and I say that because since she uses magic, you'd think there'd be a way that she'd recognize Golbez's magic especially, but... Well, hopefully everybody had fun watching the end of Golbez's story. Well, Golbez and Fusio's story. Edge's level increased to 25. Learned new ninjutsu, Shadowbind. Yeah, sweetheart. No, I think I'm okay, thank you. He's gonna go get himself breakfast sandwiches because he's out. That wasn't too bad, almost got them all in one go. Band skill learned, Flare Tornado. Interesting. Alright, let's do that then. Golbez can keep him alive, that's not a issue. I think you can keep him alive at this rate. Alright, let's see this. Flare Tornado. Ooh. Interesting way to do it. Band skill, Broken Heart. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I've taken out all the guards, so... Oh, nope, I missed one. Turns the power of a scorn lever against all enemies, weapon specific. I'm guessing that means that Radia needs to have a... I'm gonna guess it means she needs to have a whip equipped if it's weapon specific. Luca's level increased to 27. Well, I cannot carry any more of this item. Oh, wait. There's one up here I didn't kill. There we go. This should fix that whole situation. Okay. There's some... Use up some potions, since I don't need them now. I need high potions the next potion, but I don't know about buying those. That's the Devil's Road. I believe it's, yeah, the Devil's Road that gets you to Mysidia. I am honestly out of ideas now. And who knows, maybe that might not be such a bad thing at the moment, considering that, you know, Luca, Edge, and Radia are getting themselves pummeled by these monsters. Anyway, my train of thought that kind of disappeared was that if that's the case, well, I'll just leave because I don't have much of a choice. But we must find another way inside. Okay, well, how about being more helpful then? Launch airship. Yes. Won't let us go in from above. Okay then. Peanut. The mist. Or this mist. Mother? Huh? This must be the Mist Dragon's work. The mist itself is protecting the village. We must leave at once, Radia. Mother! Radia, do you hear something? I cannot leave this village unguarded. Not for now. Once you have freed the Eidolons from enemy hands, I want you to return here once more. Free the Eidolons? You have what you need for the task, Radia. I'm waiting for you. Radia, it will be done. I swear to it, Mother. Just poke down this way and see if it's sealed shut. Okay. So this place is sealed off from me too. Let's go to Eblan and see what happens there. Because right now I am at a complete loss. I mean, I finally get a chance to go around the entire flipping map, and it's screwed. Like, it's all screwed. Actually, Palm should be in here. You know what, to hell with it. Let's do that first and see about finding, if we can find Palom. Recovery rod. Okay. Let's just get ready to say, hopefully the monsters in here aren't going to be difficult, is the only thing I'm going to say. and they're not. So I should be easily able to get down to the bottom of the thing here. So what we'll do is we'll get myself here to the bottom of this dungeon, see what happens, and then we'll call it good for the day. Because I am at a loss. Because something tells me that once I get in to see Cecil, that might be the end of this story too. Which, again, a little disappointing because I thought there'd be more to it than this, but it's not. It's not. Radea's level increased to 28. My only question would be, is Radea or Golbez going to learn any more powerful magic? Why? Oh, I was going to say, how am I out of magic? But then I realized I never restored magic. That's probably why. That is probably why they're out of magic. Or Edge's out of magic. Edge's level increased to 26. So let's get down to the bottom of this one. Unicorn horn. Band skill level up, Flare Tornado. You know, in a weird way, I can kind of see what they did with this. I don't know if I really like that as the story or not, to be perfectly honest. Because basically what they've done is they took the original story and kind of rewrote it. And put everybody else in the center as... in the center as the main character, you know what I mean? So, like, everybody had their chance to be the star. It wasn't the Cecil show, essentially, the entire time. There was a portion of it that was all about Edge and his clan. There was a portion that it was all about Luca and her, you know, her clan, or whatever. There's a story about Radea, and for some reason, however, things have gone with the Eidolons. So, Luca's level increased to 28. And now we're getting into the final stretch of it, I'm guessing. And instead of Cecil saving his brother, Golbez is going to save his brother, Cecil. So... But anyway, I'm hoping that everybody enjoyed this to some degree. Like, it was well worth watching, because probably by the start of... Anyway, probably by the start of July, we will be playing Final Fantasy V. And that one is one that is going to take some relatively intense leveling up, especially because it's the job skills and everything else that the classes learn, because there are certain things that, yes, they get by default for equipping the job classes in that game, but there's a lot of it too you have to learn through the job skill levels, or the job levels. Not just the regular levels, but the skill levels. Or the job levels, rather. Say that it makes sense, fat man. Yeah, I know what a save point is by this point. So. Alright. Let's hurry up, and I'm just going to go straight to the end of the basement. And what I might try to do between now and next Friday is get in here. I might, because I still gotta do Star Ocean. Like, I still have to get through that grind. Because I'm terrible. But anyway, I might try to get through here and level grind a bit, because there's a big level disparity. What? It's one of those words. I know what the word I need to use is, but I can't figure out how to say it. Okay? Anyway, there's a big gap between Golbez and the rest of this party, and shouldn't be this big of a gap. Really? Radia's level increased to 29. Edge's level increased to 27. Man in Black's level increased to 40. This should, yeah, I was gonna say, this should be the last floor. Which means that up ahead is the whatever it is, so Palm should be in here. Hopefully he's alive. Palm! This can't be happening. Not to you. Would fire or flame do anything to help him? This is no ordinary ice covering their bodies. Oh? It's diamond dust. Shiva! Oh! I guess we get to fight the Eidolons head on to revive them and get them to their sanity. Shiva, it's me, Radia! You're wasting your time, Radia. Give me back my Palm. Hey, I can actually damage her. Alright, let's go. Oof. Shiva, stop. Now's our chance. Hold it. Shiva just wants to get back to normal. I'm sure of it. Are you really that sure about it there, Radia? She stopped. Now's our chance. Hold up. Hold it. Shiva just wants to get back to normal. I'm sure of it. Okay, does that mean I stop attacking her now? If that's the case, I'm happy to do that. You. It is you, Radia? Shiva! What was I doing? Shiva has returned to Radia. Palom! Ha! Who said anything about giving up? Give me back that crystal. Give me back the crystal. Palom! Huh? What are you doing here, Luca? Am I dead or what? Don't be ridiculous. You're alive, and so am I for your information. Leonora! Palom. Don't worry me like that, Leonora. Palom! Let's get them back to Troya. Who's that woman with you anyway? Her? She's my partner. My name is Leonora. It's an honor to meet all of you. Where's Porum? She's not with you? No, we were planning to visit Mysidia afterwards, and then I'm coming with you. No, you can't. You can't leave yet. You can't leave, not yet. Yeah, I could hear her shouting to me, guys. She needs me. Alright, but no fighting for you. You'll stay back inside the Falcon. Who made you my master? If you don't like it, then rest up until you can fight on your own. No problem, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thank you very much. Oh, brother, he is exactly as I was once upon a time. I want to come with you. Leonora? Now look. We're not done yet, are we? You haven't finished teaching me all the magic you know. Good point. How delightful it is to see all of you again. Cecil. We had a promise. Let's have the crystals. Lost the water, wind, and fire crystals. With this, all of the crystals are back in our grasp. Back, you say? Yes. Cecil! Stay back, Rosa. Interesting. Yeah, I know, I just kind of maybe boofed up my advantage. No, I shouldn't have, because that will give me... Oh, gives me sharp. Master, I know it hurts, but wait for me. I can't take my eye off this man in black for a moment. Just you wait till I'm fully recovered. Once that happens, I'll Master, what will happen to Mysidia now? There's nothing to worry about. Porum and the Elder are still there. Yes, you're right. If the need calls for it, I will come to their aid as well. We will wait patiently for you, Master. Thank you. If something happens to me, let the Senshal know. And there's Sengetsu. Your orders, Master. Haste makes waste. We need to wait before we make our move. Okay, says the same thing basically regardless of who's in front. This is interesting. At some point, might I actually be able to swap out party members? Oh, okay. Alright, so I guess we'll go to Mysidia next because that's our next clue. Oh wait, what am I doing? As much as I want to do that, I guess it's time to save it and call the stream, huh? Just kinda... I'm really happy she got at least one of her summonses back. You know, she's got Shiva, so... I don't know if she would have gotten somebody else back, you know, if I could have gone elsewhere and gotten a different one back, but I don't know where else I could head right away. Besides Mysidia, I could try going back down to the what do you call it? I could try going back down to the Land of the Eidolons and see what happens. So I don't know. We will have to see what happens with the game here when we get back to actually progressing the story. In the meantime, I will be calling it here. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself and you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on Wednesday for Star Ocean, Thursday for Tales of Symphonia, and next Friday for more of Final Fantasy VII: The After Years.